What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend going? Anyone do anything good this weekend? Let's get some activity in the chat. Don't want to be talking to myself. All right, what's up, everyone? Let's get some comments in the chat. Drop a comment. Anyone have any questions or anything? Please let me know. Happy Halloween. What's going on, man? What's up, Chris? Ready for a new? Yeah. Actually, that's we should look at some monthly candles. Let's talk about a bullish candle on QQQ. Look at the IWM chart. I mean, that is like due for a move. Buyers continue to buy in at these levels. All right, like this range. Buyers step in every time. Just need to break over this level of 233. Crazy. The SPY looks pretty good. Continuous higher and higher lows. It gets bought up every single time. Just broke that previous resistance at 458.49. And then it just broke this level as well. So it's doing a little bit of a retest here. All right, broke through. Now it's going to retest. Needs to hold this level on Monday, tomorrow, before seeing continuation. If not, next level that it should test is right around 458.49. Right, previous resistance, resistance turned into a new support. Ended up acting as another resistance again, but broke through after getting bought up at this level. Right, multiple touches across the board. You know, looks pretty good. Look at the right, this should probably start to curl up here. So, you know, looks pretty damn good. QQQ had a nice little flag here. Whoops. right? You totally could have played that on Friday. Could have entered right at the break, right here, that nice green candle, and you would have saw some nice continuation. All right, first price target would have been that high right there. That was a nice flag though. And IWM, like I said before, really needs to start moving here. But until until it breaks out, I'm really not going to play much in this field. So this level of resistance here actually, right? So we have an old resistance, kind of turned into a support here, right? Dipped below a couple more times, right? But buyer stepped in every single time. Now we are at this level of resistance, this horizontal level of resistance, which we're sitting right at it right now. So 227.87, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just right around 227, 228. We need to get above this level and hold it again, right? We got above once, but we failed. We really need to push through and break this high right here. If we can break this high, then we should test the highs of 233, the all-time high of IWM. Tesla, absolutely just insane. So easy to play this. I mean, it just wedge after wedge after wedge after wedge. Right, we have one wedge, higher and higher lows, lower and lower highs. Broke out, retested, as it always does. Right, so broke out, retested, shot back up, right to the old resistance, right? So hit the old resistance, broke through it a little bit, came back down, consolidated before moving back up again. Then it used this point of resistance again, right? We broke through, held on it, right? Dipped below, took out people's stop losses, and we saw some continuation. Easy play. Tesla moves amazing. When you're opening an option, how do you decide which strike to play? Day trade question. It's a good question. So, I mean, ideally, the closer that you are to the money, the safer it is, right? Because it's not going to have as much of a theta decay, right? Time won't hurt you as much. But if I'm entering a day trade, I'll usually go 2 or 3 strikes out. There's really no like perfect science to it. It just depends on what type of move you're expecting. So if you're day trading, for example, I'll use this as an example, right? If I'm sitting here, and I'm watching the chart like this, right? I'm waiting for a break of this level, right? So I'd probably enter right at the break of that high, that candle, right? 1071.99. I'd wait for a price action to move up to test it. And the current price is 1067, right? So my first price target is the high, right? So 1080. So it has a chance to reach 1080 if this level breaks and we get some volume, right? So I would probably either pick a 1080 call because it's out of the money, but it has the opportunity to go in the money, or the next resistance point up. So like a 1090 call. And let's see. Hit play. See what happened. All right, so fakes out, shoots through. All right, so this is where I would enter right here. It's probably going to retest. All right, so breakout, hit the level. So look at that. So breaks through, fakes people out, people step in and buy, and then it comes back down. People, get scared, hits people's stop losses, but it's just an actual retest of the old level of resistance, right? So this resistance level turned into a new support. And then this is where another point you can add to your position right here. So it'd be a great spot to add. And then it moves back up, shoots through, and hits the next price target. Easy as that. Starts to consolidate a little bit at the level of resistance, right? It's trying to pick a decision, and it comes back down to do a retest. Now it's trying to use this old level of resistance that it rejected here as a new support. So hopefully, Thomas, that answers your question. I'll usually pick something that has the opportunity to go in the money. And then it starts to flag again. All right, let's see what actually happens. Let me pause this, yeah. All right, so it's flagging again. All right, it's making a nice tight flag. And let's see what happens. I don't remember what happened here. So there you go. Breaks out. You could have played that little move. Comes back down. Let's see. There you have it. So that's exactly how you play this. All right, that could have been a nice little scalp for sure. It's hovering right at this resistance point, right? It's consolidating below it. It's trying to pick a decision. Sitting at resistance, and then finally breaks through. There you have it. That's how you play options. And then it continued again. Crazy. Monday morning, 1180 at open. I mean, that would be nuts. 1180 would be up here. That'd be crazy. I too wish to convert from a monthly subscription to a year. Yeah, that would be awesome, man. What time frame is recommended? It's just completely up to you. I use all time frames. For day trading, I look at like the 5-15 minute. Well, first I'll look at like the 1 hour, see what's going on. What direction are we in? Are there any setups in the 1 hour that I like? And then if there are, right, like for example, here's the 2 hour Moderna, which I really like the setup for this week. We have a very nice flag, right? We are pinching, we're getting tighter and tighter, the price action. We're holding the support very, very well. And then I will go on the smaller time frame and look for a spot to take my entry. This level of resistance, right, rejected multiple times, so my entry point is 347.87. Whenever we get near it, I'll buy in. I'll buy in, and if it doesn't make the move, right, cut the loss somewhere below support. In this case, I would, if it comes back down to this region, right, below the breakout level, the next support below, which would be right around here. And the price target, first price target is 356, right, and then over that, we have a nice gap fill, right around there, 375. Really like that play. Thomas asked, I mentioned 250,000 greater than or equal to 250,000, but I recently tweeted. Yeah, that was just for Friday. I was checking for $40,000 minimum. I was looking for zero data expiration trades. And generally on Fridays, the trades are smaller. Ideally, the more money, the better. But I usually just do it around 40 to 50,000 just to eliminate the tiny orders, right? Over around 20 to 30,000, because I want higher quality sweeps that are coming through as opposed to multiple sweeps all day long that are 20, 30,000 bucks, right? In the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money to the stock market. So I just do 40 to 50,000 minimum usually, and I'll just keep an eye on what comes through. Sometimes I'll even do 100,000. It really just depends. Yeah, just the one day. That's why I did that. But you get what I'm saying. Another setup I really like this week, if it holds here, is Square. Square looks pretty good. The only thing that's making me bearish on this is this head and shoulders. Right, we have the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. But we are at this major support. We dipped right below it. But on the smaller time frame, right, this is the square play we played last week, that rip. But we came back in and we reclaimed this this wedge that it's making. Right, but it's sitting here at support, and I'm waiting for it to make a move. We'll see if it holds, and we'll see if it runs up. If it does, then I think 262 is first, and then over that we should see 270. But the bearish pattern is the head and shoulders here. But then again, we are in a larger inverse head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head, and now the right shoulder. And here we have a perfect neckline. So, there's a couple ways to look at this. We just got to see where price action takes us, but definitely put this on your watch list for this week. We should see a move. Look at that, right? So old resistance, touched perfectly, and it's now acting as a support. I'm going to make this a different color. That works. Clean this up a little bit so you guys could see it a little bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better. Perfect. What else? Coin looks pretty good this week. It really does. Here's the setup, right? So nice wedge, higher and higher lows. We're right at support, right? So old resistance turned into a new support right here, or it should turn into a new support. We have a triple rejection on this top trend line. So, excuse me. So I'm looking for a bounce up to around 328 and a breakout. Should see that this week. Looks very, very good. Here's NVIDIA. The video worked out perfect. I literally called this perfectly. Right, higher and higher lows, lower and lower highs. Breakout entry point was right above that resistance level, right at 248.36. Entry, rockets, comes back down, retest the old level of resistance, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just, in the general area. But now we're kind of making a wedge on the 5 minute. All right, and it just broke out. All right, something like that. So we have the flag, we have people taking their profits, and then we have continuation. So entry point here is all right, you can either play the break of that 255.88 for a move up to around new highs, or you could just play the all-time high, 257. Is it the all-time high? Yeah. Okay. Google, definitely watching this week. We are right at the old high, right? So 29.25. Couldn't break through here, but we just broke through. We reclaimed, we retested, fell through a little bit, and now we have a nice little kind of triple top here. And it just broke through sort of at the end of the day on Friday. Definitely watching this. Depends where it opens up, but if it can open up near 29.62, I'll take it over this, and play an all-time high break. And the price target is 3,000. Definitely 3,000. We should see that soon. Facebook. So Facebook, actually, I kind of like the look here. Any questions so far before I continue? Let me know if you guys have any questions before I continue on. Any questions? No? You guys are good for now? All right. We need to get more people in the stream. We only have 11 people watching. Shame on everyone, right? Shame on them. Can I do QS? Absolutely, I would love to. Looks like your trading view has more bars than mine. What do you mean? What do you mean by bars? I don't really like this chart. Number one, right? We're in an overall downtrend. You want to be trading with the trend, right? So it potentially has its bottom here, right? We're starting to move back up. We just testing this level of resistance, so it totally can reject, right? So we're at 28.74. Current price is 28.94, so we're above. We closed above. That's definitely a good sign. Trick or treating. What you guys be? What were you guys for Halloween? I was a cop. But all right, we have a common level of support, higher and higher lows, and we're just testing this level here. If we can open up above, or break through, and potentially start to test this next level of resistance right there, 32.35. It can maybe start making its way back up, but don't fight the trend. Boeing. I don't really like trading Boeing. I know CWest trades it a lot. Just broke this wedge here. Yeah, it just fell through, so it's not my favorite setup. Let's check the smaller time frame. Yeah, no setup really here. Thoughts on that? Just broke that high, right, at 192.08. So as long as it holds above the 192.08 level, you should see some continuation. But if it falls below that, then it could, you know, start consolidating a little bit. But that's the level you need to watch, right? It's definitely going to probably retest and then move back up to the upside. Amazon, I'm definitely watching as well. Here's my overall chart. We have this level of resistance right here, right? We bounced through it once, and we just bounced through it again after they had earnings. They had a bad earnings. But if we can start to move back up to the upside and get near 34.79, I really like this for a move to around 3,700 back to these highs. Definitely like that. Here's my my exact chart, and there you have it. AMD, a nice little fallen wedge in action here. Nice MACD. So old resistance level, old high. Right, rejected it perfectly, but we're kind of flagging here, so I'm definitely going to keep this on watch. Set alert. Nice little high tight flag. And then Shopify. I don't know if that's really an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, Amazon, you know, you could definitely more of a swing, but options are so expensive, so I usually just scalp it or day trade it. And most people can't play these options because they're so expensive, which is why I don't really take them also. Yeah, because ideally I would take like a 3,700 call for like December, but it's probably, you know, I don't know, at least 5 to 10 grand a contract. But Shopify has this level of resistance right here. Right, multiple touches across the board. And we're consolidating right beneath it. So if this can break 1490, we should see a move to 1500 and then through, damn it, to 1506, and then over 1506 we should continue back to the upside. Yeah, you're very welcome, Daft. So once your bull trades dashboard has its filters in place, yes, I continuously watch it. That is what you should be doing. Here is the let me open the dashboard here. So here's the dashboard. Make sure you watch this live when you're trading. This is like the golden ticket. If you're not using this, you're missing out. I'm telling you right now. This is where I get basically all my plays from. Right, I look for sweeps only, bullish flow only. I only trade calls, so that's why I don't even care about puts. And a lot of times puts are often hedges. So I don't really care about puts. I'll turn out of the money calls on. Calls only, sweeps, bullish only. Sometimes I'll even, because I've just been scalping a lot recently, I just change this to like max a month out. That way I'm seeing out of the money calls, sweeps that are bullish with short expirations or contracts that are expiring soon. Like here, Tesla, these repeat sweeps is what you want to follow, right? Look at all the flow going into Tesla. That's multiple people buying in, right? You're looking for repeat sweeps, like GREE, again, right? It's starting to come through. It was picking up action last week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so it broke out. And there was, where did my page go? Here we go. And flow was starting to come through. And it's not a coincidence that it broke out. Not a coincidence, that's for sure. So, what's up, Woo? So, definitely must be using this. You have to. Yeah, for sure, man. And I'll usually just change this to like greater than or equals to like fifth. No, so on a Monday, I'll do like 80,000, honestly, or 70,000. On a Monday, right? Yeah, less than. And that's what I look for. All right, like this is super bold. Someone took the current price. The spot means the current price of the stock when this was bought. Do you guys have questions on like what this stuff means? Let me know if you have any questions about what this stuff means. Because I don't think I've actually even covered what that is. I've just covered how to use the dashboard. But let me know. You can even do volume greater than open interest. Snapshot also good for making a watch list. You could see the top bullish flow, and then you could see all the individual all the orders. DraftKings. Interesting. Oh, you only signed up a week ago? Yeah, you guys like using Flow is a must, right? You don't want to also like take everything you see here. Um, so what I do, right? I have my watch list for the week. You see, I have 11-1, right? I make a watch list every single week. This was my watch list for Friday. I make a watch list, and then I'll look for flow within these names, right? So not only do I have a good technical setup now, right? If I see a Moderna sweep come through, let's actually clear all the filters. Refresh the page. All right, let me type in Moderna. Go to bullish. Well, first, let's see. Overall sentiment, right? 60% calls. And I'll just look for some trades, see what happened here. So yeah, one, I'll do zoom and blink after I cover this. So Woo HS, is this the same data that's provided Black Box and Cheddarflow? No, we have better data. We pull it directly from the CBOE exchange. They're getting it from a third-party service. We pay for the top-notch data, right? So we get it instantly as soon as it comes through, and we have all the data. So much better. So we're getting our flow directly from the stock exchange. But so that's exactly how I use it. That is it. Look for a good setup, wait for flow to come in, and follow it. Yeah, it's great. This is why we're really putting a focus on, improving the dashboard. And if you're new here, we also have a ton of new features coming through. A ton of new features. We have upgrades and downgrades, right? Analyst upgrades and downgrades, which is awesome to see. Market sentiment, which tracks Twitter and Reddit, and we'll be able to put a percentage on the social media sentiment on whether people are bullish or bearish, which is awesome. We're gonna have a news section, right? So you're gonna see all news come through as soon as it happens, right? So if, let's say, something leaks or something, we'll have it right away. So the dashboard is going to be an all-in-one, basically, platform for unusual options activity, news, tracking, price targets, and everything. It's going to be unreal. Whales, I think, also uses the same one that we use. But the thing about Whales, which he's kind of missing out on, is he's just an unusual options activity platform, right? So you're paying the same price, and you're just getting flow, right? You don't have the Discord with all the analysts that we have, alerting plays and teaching people. So and I don't really like the unusual whales platform. I checked it out, and it's just super confusing and scattered, and I just can't use it. Right, the dashboard is super simple and easy to read. Right, you're not cluttered with information. Um, this is just so easy to read, which makes it easier, right? There's no reason to make the platform hard to understand. Zoom looks good actually, right? It's old resistance turned into a new support, and now we're getting tighter and tighter right over it. Just needs to break through this level. Needs to break through this, and it should test 287 again. Is this on mobile app? James Lewis, no, not yet, but we plan on creating an app. So we have a ton of new features coming. We're just working on the dashboard first. Once the dashboard's good, and we're happy with it, we're going to go ahead and create an app. What did you see? Blink. Check out Blink. Blink 182. Wow, this is really wedging here. This is really wedging. It's finally breaking out. Blink is finally moving. It was consolidating for so long, and now it broke this level of resistance. Looks like it had a nice close on Friday. Just broke this level of resistance as well. So if we can hold over that 3104 level, it should test 3466. That's the next level that it needs, right? Old resistance turned into a resistance right here. Was a support. So this should act as a resistance again. All right. That should answer all your questions. I'm probably going to end it here. I'm super tired. I had a busy week. I had a lot. I did a lot. But if you guys want to see anything specific or have any specific questions regarding trading or the dashboard or, anything, always just DM me on Twitter or in the Discord or ping me in the Discord in options chat or tech chat, whatever it is. Just reach out, and I will be more than happy to help. But everyone have a good Sunday night. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.